Yo, Joe, Phantomaniacs! Welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel, brought to you by Audible Interlude, a G.I. Joe podcast. Today we are taking a look at, from Super 7's ReAction figures, the Battle Android Trooper, the Cobra Bat, one of the coolest action figures of all time, to be honest. The original Bat, and really every iteration of it has something to offer. But this is based on that classic Sunbow animation, which is based on the original Bat figure. Note the red visor on this one. On the back, we've got a beautiful cross-sell of all of the ReAction figures that are currently available, and more to come, always. Super 7 has been doing an amazing job of cranking these things out over the past couple of years. They've been the only G.I. Joe product that was regularly available at retail. We've got a beautiful file card in a single language. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but if you tune into Audible Interlude, we are going through every single file card in the Real American Hero line. Obviously, it's going to take us many, many years, but let's open this guy up. I don't open every ReAction figure I get because that packaging is just so beautiful, but I did buy 2 of the Bat because I knew this is one that I feel demands to be played with. Like, you cannot just leave this figure, which, by the way, I think has the most accessories of any ReAction figure to date. Any single-carded ReAction figure to date. I'll just dump him out again. It's really, really impressive. This is where, obviously price point is an issue with, well, really most of Super 7's products. Oh my gosh, this plastic tray is so rigid, I couldn't bend it to pop the claw out. Anyway, obviously price point is an issue with like all of Super 7's products, really. I think of them as high-end collectibles. I can justify it. Low production run, high-end, serving a niche market, delighting me in a way that nothing else in the toy world does. But I understand people who are just resistant to paying $20 for a 3 3/4 inch figure with 5 points of articulation. Now, this one does, go above and beyond that, because in addition to the 5 points of articulation, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 accessories, all of which interact with the figure, and all of which can be carried by the figure, which is amazing. But let's push those to the side and take a look at the figure itself. Now, I like to do a little comparison here from time to time when it's possible. So we've got our ReAction Bat, but let's put it right here next to an original Bat. And you can see proportionally the ReAction Bat is a little bulkier. Like I said, the red visor on this one is because that's how they looked in the G.I. Joe cartoon from Sunbow. The chest plate on the original, you've got that wonderful lenticular effect that was second only to the coolness of holograms when I was a kid. Whereas on the Super 7 version, it's actually sculpted and under a translucent chest plate. You've got the Cobra emblem on the sleeve of that one. And you can just see, like, yes, this one's got more articulation and is more fun, but aesthetically, this guy looks really, really nice. And what's funny to notice, though, is this is my yellow Bat. There is actually a Bat that is oranger than this one. So this guy's yellow is even more brilliant than the original Bat. So there you go, a little side by side. Now, all of the joints, and this is a solid, well-made plastic. He feels great in hand. All of the joints work like they're supposed to. Let's get a little height on this guy. We always say 1/18 scale is 3 3/4 inch, but he's actually 4 inches tall. Or it is actually 4 inches tall. And I would imagine we could see a battle-damaged version of this down the line, since this translucent plastic is obviously a separate piece from the rest of the figure. And Super 7 is sort of known for those kind of variations. I love the functional holster on this guy. Let's take a look. We've got his pistol. Very, very simple. Again, based on Sunbow. Based on that original cartoon. And that just slides right into that holster perfectly. Or, when it's time for some action, goes in that hand. But we're going to leave it in the holster for now because, as you probably know, there are other things to do with the bat's hand. Now, on the original figure, only that right hand is removable, but on this Super 7 version, both hands can be removed, and the reason for that is, well, first, look at that detailing. Just really sharp sculpt and paint. I understand that people look at these as simplistic, but you also have to consider the execution and the perfection. Not a missed drop of paint. All of the sculpting is sharp and beautiful. And of course, the backpack goes into the slot on his back. Look at even the detail on the back side of the backpack. This is why Super 7 charges what they charge and why they're my favorite toy company. Just all of that detail is phenomenal. So that plugs right into place, and I like, if you notice, the slot and the peg are a very specific shape, so it keeps them in, like, it doesn't get rotated out of position or anything like that. It fits perfectly. Now he has that backpack to store all of the different pieces that can go where those hands go. He has got, we mentioned already, the claw, which might be my favorite. The claw with the, saw blade top. Vicious. So let's just peg that right into place there. You can see how that fits. And the peg, it actually has a ridge, so it does stay in place and kind of pop in there. And look at the silver. Look how nice the silver is on this as well. Really shiny. Really metallic look to it. And then, on the other hand, why don't we give him... The laser is awesome. And again, just that metallic look. The finish on this is really, really nice. I like the laser. I like all of the parts, but it's not my favorite. Oh, and these peg into the backpack just like they do the arm. I really like the flamethrower. So I'm going to put that on his other arm because the bats are nothing if not instruments of destruction. So there are lots of different ways you can display these, lots of different possibilities just with the interchangeable arm pieces. But then another big difference between, these and the originals... I'm going to turn that claw to the side just a little bit, give it a little bit of a profile, is the fact that this guy came with that pistol that we already looked at and came with an animation-accurate rifle. Again, just really nice, flat black, but that's what it should look like. Sharp sculpt, looks great. And is going to fit right into that hand in a way that the original Joe's weapons kind of never did. And yeah, he can only do that, but that's the aesthetics of this line. Look how glossy. I just really noticed how glossy that chest panel is as well. Just a beautiful translucent clear plastic. That was redundant. Beautiful translucent plastic. So there you go. A gorgeous looking cartoon-based battle android trooper from Super 7's ReAction line. I love it. I would love to have 20 of these on the shelf. Obviously, that's not happening. I'm not paying that much for it, but this is just a fantastic troop builder. It's great. It's a collection piece to me to have, look at one of each of these and how fantastic they are. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about needless things, and as always, Cobra.
Smash that like button if you like needless things.